We finally entered into a season where we could start looking forward instead of just trying to get through. The ranch was still a work in progress, but little by little it was starting to feel like the place we had always imagined. One of the first big steps in transforming the land was bringing in our olive trees. These tiny olive saplings were more than just landscaping to us. They represented so much more: roots, growth, patience, and the hope that someday this land would be filled with memories. At this point, everything was still very hands-on. We were planting the trees and hand watering them while we worked on getting the irrigation installed. It was a lot of work, but there was something special about caring for each tree and watching this empty piece of land slowly begin to change. We were learning the property one project at a time. And some of those projects were trenching for irrigation, understanding the land, and watching the north end of the lot transform. Little by little, MonteCima Ranch was becoming something we could see ourselves building a life around. This was only the beginning of our MonteCima Ranch journey. There was still so much ahead: building, learning, unexpected challenges, and memories we didn't even know we were about to make. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. We'd love for you to follow along as we continue turning this piece of land into a place we've always dreamed about. While the ranch was starting to come alive, our next chapter was also taking shape. The home we had been waiting for was still under construction. It wasn't our forever home, but it was home nonetheless. During that season, I found myself baking more, trying sourdough again, and creating little pieces of home while we waited for our next chapter to begin. Some loaves turned out and tasted amazing, while others not so much. We also got to spend time with our grand dog Brody. Watching him run around and explore the ranch reminded us that this place wasn't just about projects and plans. It was about life happening here. The dogs running, the memories being made, the everyday moments that slowly turn land into home.
Get it with a guy.
That rainy season showed us very quickly how water moved through the property. We dealt with erosion, runoff, and learning what the land needed from us. The ranch was teaching us, and every season brought something new. But even through the challenges, there were so many moments that reminded us why we chose this place. Watching the trees grow and watching the landscape change. And then there were moments we didn't realize at the time would become some of our most meaningful memories. Little did we know, this great oak tree would become the backdrop for a very special day for our family. But that story deserves its own chapter. And then there are moments that remind you ranch life is real. Kaya had a scary moment after getting upset with Misha. Thankfully, everything was okay, and just like that, life went back to normal. But it did keep us on alert. In addition to planting our citrus trees, we also planted something very special. 2 trees for a memorial garden honoring our 2 grandbabies in heaven. These trees became more than just part of the landscape. They became a reminder that love continues, and even through difficult seasons, something beautiful can still grow. Our new home was near completion, and the ranch was changing every day with each visit and new project. We were now in wedding mode. And slowly, we transitioned Misha into living at the ranch full-time. Before we moved into the next chapter, we still had memories from where we had been. The apartment wasn't where we wanted to stay forever, but it was part of our story. It was where we waited, planned, and dreamed about what was ahead.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Hey, I'm never the same. Whenever you're calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan.
As that year came to an end, we were finally ready to move into our new home right before Christmas. And everything it took to get there, decorating that house, felt different. It wasn't perfect. The journey wasn't perfect, but it was ours.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
We were creating a life one piece at a time, and as one door opened, the other one closed. Goodbye, travel trailer, and hello, motorhome. Even though we knew there were still challenges ahead, we chose to keep looking forward. We chose gratitude and joy, and we chose to trust that there was something beautiful waiting ahead. And this rainbow felt like the perfect reminder. After the storms, there's always a new season. Our story at MonteCima Ranch was only beginning to unfold.